Hi, it's Paul, and in this video I'm an old man with a very quickly put together response to a comment on the video about the hot knife. Hans Jonassen says, "Hi, I have the same tool and later on realised the need for a cutting foot like yours when cutting large sheets of acrylic canvas. Did you make it yourself or bought it? Cannot find the attachment on the manufacturer's website." And what Hans is talking about, we're talking about the Dominox hot knife. And in the video I showed this, which is a foot attachment that goes on the hot knife, that if you're cutting through large sheets, something like this, it goes underneath the sheet and it protects the surface beneath the sheet and stops the blade of the hot knife going through it, but allows you to cut the fabric. So the answer, Hans, is I made this one myself, because although I'd seen the hot knife for sale with the foot at the time, and this is going back 2 or 3 years, I stupidly didn't think I was going to need it. So I didn't buy the tool with it. And I think when I actually got round to making the video, when I looked at the tool online again, I don't think I saw one actually with the foot. Anyway, waffle. I made the foot. So what it is, it's a piece of 1/8 inch flat, that's 3mm flat, there or thereabouts. It's only that thick because that's what I happen to have in my garage. You could probably get away with 2mm, maybe even 1.6. It doesn't have to be all that thick. And all I did, I put the blade in, just threw the box on the floor. I put the blade in and secured it in its normal position. And then first thing I did was I cut the piece of bar flat just to fit the 2 holes that were in the back of it. Now, my tool came with these 2 holes in it. Hans, I don't know whether yours has or not. I'm guessing it does because you've said you've tried to find the foot for it. But mine came with these holes in. It didn't come with the bolts, so I had to find a couple of bolts. And they were actually longer bolts than these. They were 20mm bolts, so I had to cut them down and clean the ends up. So having got them done, and I have to use a different hex key for them, which I'm not sure I've got in here. Is that the one? No, it's not. I haven't got it in here. Let's not worry about that. But what I basically did, I drilled the flat piece of bar first and bolted it, made sure I could bolt it to the bottom of the tool. Then I worked out roughly where I would need to bend it by just guesswork and a rule. I looked at one that I'd seen online somewhere, kind of laid the rule across it and thought, oh yeah, I need to put the bend about there, marked it up with a bit of chalk. Next thing I did was put the bend in it. I think maybe I cut the slot first. Anyway, one of the 2 ways round. Yeah, I'll probably cut the slot first actually. The slot, let me just undo that again because I'll hold it up to the camera. Well, actually, no, let's do this and hope that comes out. cut the slot with a cutting disc on a 115mm angle grinder, or 105, whatever they are, 115 I think. So I cut that slot with a cutting disc to make sure that that would fit over the blade itself and clear both sides, because there needs to be an air gap between the blade and this metal. Although I think it's probably insulated from the rest of the tool, you still need to keep it separate from the blade, otherwise it takes the heat straight out of the blade. So first thing, I cut the slot down the middle of it. I cut it freehand, as you can possibly see, because it's got like a taper to it, which it shouldn't have. I cut it freehand, and then after I'd done that, I tried it on the hot knife and realised that it didn't clear the rear insulated section. So that's when I drilled the hole in it. In hindsight, I would have been better actually to drill the hole first. So if I'd bolted it on there, made the bend in it to the approximate position, and then tried to mark on the back of it roughly where I needed the hole, that would have been better, because obviously trying to drill through that slot is a bit of a drama. However, I did do it. Drilled it through the slot, cleaned it up with a file. In fact, cleaned it all up with a file, a rotary file, and I think I did it with a flat wheel, and just generally cleaned it up. But that's as much as it is. It's literally a bit of 3mm by 25 maybe. Yeah, 3 by 25, or 1/8 as we used to call it, with a couple of holes drilled in it, one end, a bend put in the middle of it, a slot cut with a disc cutter, and a hole drilled with a drill bit. If I was building another one, I would make the hole a bit bigger. I would also get the bend in a bit more accurate place. But hindsight is a wonderful thing, and it's very easy to look back and go, oh, I could have done that so much better. And sure, I could. And if I'd bought the blooming thing with the foot in the first place, that would have been better as well. But as Hans says, it doesn't appear to be available anymore. So I'm very hopeful that that's been of help to somebody, Hans or anyone else. If it has, great, fantastic. Thanks for watching anyway. See you in the next one. Bye.